public facility, or whether public or private facility, not in adherence of the watch policies.
So by policy and standard, even if you look at our zoning law, if you look at our infrastructure, I mean standards, is unlawful. Every infrastructure must meet a best designed. Those things that infrastructure that is habitable must meet. I mean, must be within those infrastructure.
What if you have those maybe facilities of course, but they are closed, not usable.
No, if they are not in use, I mean, what we're more concerned
But it's
about
there,
first is
and people are not having access to such.
the facility.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh yes,
toilet,
I mean,
where to urinate.
yeah, if they are there and people are not having access to them, it is the responsibility of the Watch Commission to make sure that all barriers, all bottlenecks that impel people from using these facilities are removed. But there are impediments as well.
Okay.
They're sometimes legal. The Watch Commission is a public body, but it operates within the confines of the laws of Liberia. If a private toilet, for instance, that was constructed by say Yeager, Yeager refused to open his private toilets to public use, I mean, that's Yeager right, because that's Yeager private toilet. The only way we
public facility being closed,
if a public
and
facility,
people not having access,
then it is the commission moves in and makes sure that people have access through removing those bottlenecks for which people are not having access.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
Kripla, let's go to District 12 now. And I want to go to District 12. You said you've been working behind the scene. What sort of work are you carrying on in District 12?
So like other districts across the country, District 12 have got the right. I mean, District 12 and whole inhabitants have got the right to basic social services.
Are they being denied?
I think like all communities across the country, considering the capacity of our country to deliver basic social services to all communities, it is almost like almost all communities in the country are not getting the adequate services that they deserve. And not because somebody don't want to give it to them, sometimes because the resource capacity are not there. So we as a people will have to innovate to find a way to be able to access basic social services. We are providing this kind of support in District 12 to the residents of District 12. Those opportunities that exist, that maybe because somebody is not doing his or her job, is complacent, they are not taking them to my district. I'm fighting to make sure that they are taken to my district. I've been doing those kind of work behind the scene. There are issues about rights violation, human rights violation, that I am also working with people in District 12 to make sure that their rights are protected as guaranteed under our constitution and international laws. We're working with our people to make sure that those things are done. And beyond that, we are also supporting our people so that they will be able to access those basic opportunities that exist in the country, and using our own resources, we're also trying to make sure that they are able to acquire, access to those, basic facilities by empowering them. Take for classical example, there are some communities in my district that are having challenge with movement because either the bridge linking or bridges linking communities are damaged, or there's no bridge there. We are helping them to construct new bridges, to connect communities. Take for classical example, we've been able to do one small bridge between Palm Hill and Snow Hill community. The story I was told is that that bridge had been there for forever, and it was a piece of plank that people used to track on to commute between the two communities. Many people have fallen victim to the deplorable nature of the bridge. So I was requested, by the two communities, and I was able to construct that bridge for Pine Hill and Snow Hill community. And today they have a modern, a bridge between linking those two communities.
How come? Yeah, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Just before.
Yes, and then if you look between Kadoma and Chikisu Factory Golf Community, there's another bridge there. It's a footpath at the moment, but it's a vehicle road, so people have to walk, go as far as Bannersville, come from inside Bannersville if they come from Chikisu Factory to go to Kadoma, when you could just take a 5 minutes walk, or drive from Chikisu Factory using if there was a bridge, using that route to go into Kadoma. So at the moment, I have started construction work on that bridge. We're doing backfilling. Hopefully this weekend we'll be dumping additional fire loads or rail deck to that place. Hopefully the target is that by December we'll be able to complete that bridge. We're doing that. We're also being able to connect water, connect to Labrador Water and Sewer, communities to Labrador Water and Sewer system. Take for instance in the Riverview and Basseterre and Swagger Island community, we were able to get over 250 pipes, and connected. We are connecting those two communities, to the Labrador Water and Sewer water grid. We build chaos. We're hoping that before December those ones will be done. We are 90% completion with a basketball, gymnasium, a state-of-the-art infrastructure that will be used for wedding activities, public gathering, school closing ceremonies, and also it's a basketball gymnasium with table tennis and everything. We are finalizing that. We're hoping that by November we'll be turning it over to the community leadership. And we've been doing a lot of things over there in the community. This year we are putting about 100 students in school, from our own resources, and raising resources from some of our friends overseas and in country. We are putting about 100 kids in school. We've been distributing every academic year. We've been distributing 4,000 one-subject copybooks to almost 80% of the schools in District 12 to the students. Some students will get 2, 3 one-subject copybooks. Some will get, pencil and everything. We've been supporting different programs in the community. I can list you, tons of them that I have here, ranging from road grading to construction of bridges, to getting young people in school, to ensuring that we distribute over 5,000 COVID-19 buckets, to the different communities in our district, to getting face shield during the COVID time for motorcyclists, over 2,000 face shield distribution to them, to providing stimulus package of food and other items to hundreds of our residents. We also provide macro loan to small businesses, about 50 small businesses. We've been able to do 2 mini markets, construction of 2 mini markets in our district. There are lots of things we've been able to do. Religiously, we've been able to construct a new mosque, from zero, and it's 100% completed for the Muslim community as a way of demonstrating our religious tolerance. At the same time, we supported over 10 churches in their construction and reconstruction drives in the different communities. We're supporting schools. We're building toilets in schools. We are improving the infrastructure in a lot of schools, in Shoe Factory, Piccoli, in Chikisu Factory, Pentecostal High School, in Stephen Tobo Estate. We are doing a special project. We're doing a lot of things across the whole district. So those are the kind of support we've been providing to our people. We're doing advocacy as well. I remember the SETI, factory order, the steel company that is in the district. They got about 400 contractors that were on contract for more than 2 years. Under labor law, you can't keep somebody on contract for too long. Contractor job must be for a certain period of time, and those people have been advocating and they didn't achieve that. We had to intervene. We wrote the management, we met the management. When they were not listening to us, we asked Councillor Arthur Johnson to issue a legal warning to them on our behalf, that if they fail to do the right thing in keeping with the labor law and practices of our country, we'll take litigation action against them. And so they were constrained to call us, and we called the workers union, and they were able to now employ fully those contractor contracted staffs, and they are being able to address some labor-related concerns that the workers have been having, including to give them collective bargaining status. That's something they've been advocating for, they didn't get until we had to intervene. So there are lots of things we do in providing support to our people.
It's good to have a background of your activities, but have you any political ambition?
So look, Biega, I contested in 2017 in District 12. I did not win. I promised the people of District 12 that I could represent them adequately, because the job of a representative is advocacy, and I could stand for them better than anybody in the district at that time. But then unfortunately I didn't get elected, but I came to a considerable level. At least I'm on the big five, and out of 23 candidates. So I feel obligated, because there are lots of people in district number 12 who believe that I can make a better representation of them. So I've been working hard to deliver on all the promises that I made in 2017. The only ones that I not deliver on is the one that are not in my reach. Only a sitting legislator can deliver. That is to enact law, to sit on the budget, pass the budget. I mean, those things that a sitting legislator can do, those are the only ones that are not being able to do. But I've done more than the other things that I promised in terms of social obligation, advocacy, and the rest of it. So 2017 I contested, and yes, definitely I'm going to contest in 2023. And I can see that my people in District 12 are more resolved, for my representing them in the national legislature than they were in 2017. I can say this with no uncertainty, right?
So I was just with you are definitely an aspirant.
Yes, I am an aspirant, and in fact, in the front line, I'm the front burner. Nobody is ahead of me. I'm ahead of everybody, including the current sitting lawmaker. I'm ahead of him, and that is why I'm a target for all of them. And I want to thank the people of District 12 for putting me ahead of them. How do I know I'm ahead of them? The indicators are clear. There have been about 7 opinion polls that are being conducted on my district.
Is it sufficient for you?
Different media, it's not sufficient, but
there are others who think that people should not be carried away by opinion polls.
I do agree with them, but it is at the moment the only indicator we have to establish our standing in the district. The people who voted in the opinion polls are people who have voting rights that will vote in 2023. So they are the only people that have voted so far. So far, that's the only record we have. Other than that, anybody else that are talking about where they sit in the district, they got no measurement. There's no measurable indicator.
What sort of representation? What sort of representation can you provide the people of District 12 when elected?
So look, I've told the people of District 12 in 2017, and I keep telling them from 3 months after the 2017 elections, when I continue to engage our people. And you know that, Wukwe, I come with a vast experience in advocacy. I come with huge experience in policy works. I obtained my degrees in public administration. Besides that, I have worked practically on policy matters. I've contributed to. I represented civil society in the development of the public financial management laws of Liberia.
Is the legislature respectful of all of your credentials?
If the legislature is respectful of that,
maybe considering all of the credentials, what sort of different what difference would this bring?
The credential.
There are others who have those credentials.
The credential is one. The other thing is the practical experience that I bring to the table for over 15 years of advocacy, both globally and internationally. I bring it to the table. The other thing is the track record, the result-oriented track records that I have. I've been elected at least more than 9 times in my lifetime, and I deliver on all. I was elected as vice chairperson of the National Civil Society Council, which is all human rights organization operating in the country, the umbrella parent body for them, and I deliver as national vice chair. Before being elected as national vice chair, I was elected as Region 2 coordinator. Region 2 coordinator is responsible for Mosorado, Grand Bassa, and Mangibi counties. I deliver very excellently. That is why I got overwhelmingly elected as vice chairperson of the National Civil Society Council. I was the youngest official on the 12-member National Executive Committee of the National Civil Society Council of Liberia because of my performance. I was elected to 7 other civil society platforms, including the White CSO network. I was elected to that, and I delivered very effectively. Our advocacy led to the establishment of the National Water, Sanitation, and Hygiene Commission. I was elected chairperson of the National Budget and Human Rights Forum. That National Budget and Human Rights Forum gave me the opportunity to sit on the development of the public financial management laws of Liberia. It gave me the opportunity to sit on different platforms that deliver to this country. So I have delivered, and those are the added value that I bring to the table. And so if I am given the opportunity, I can assure residents of District 12 of a robust, result-oriented representation in the national legislature. Today we have bobos. Yesterday we had Bobo in the legislature. Where if I am given the opportunity to represent District Number 12, District Number 12 will not be Bobo in the legislature. We will speak to policy issues. We will provide policy directions to the executive. So much so we have impact on the livelihood of our people. That's what we know. So beyond just that, corporate social responsibility will deliver on that. We've been doing that already. We have been delivering on a lot of things as part of our social responsibility to the community. We expand on what we're doing at the moment. We're creating jobs for people. We'll create more jobs for people in District Number 12 using our oversight power, using our representation power, using our advocacy power. We'll create jobs for the people in District Number 12.
Prince Criplight is my guest. He comes from District 12, Montserrat County. Also a lead advocate for the establishment of the WASH Commission, and he serves that institution currently. Of course, it's time to hear from you now. If you're listening to us, this is the Super Morning Show on ELBC 99.9 0880-514-096. 0880-514-096 is the number to call if you're listening to us. Maybe I'll try to announce an alternative line that shortly. But again, 0880-514-096 or 0770-879-263. Let's talk to this caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, this is Excellent Bobo. Call from Foya, Vacante District 1.
Lawrence Bobo, please go ahead. Let's hear you.
Okay, coordinator person, we are the Department of Election 2020. First of all, let me appreciate the studio guest. My brother, the studio guest is like he's telling us that he's the traditionality. If you look at, you listen to the map, who he is, where he comes from, where he going, the citizen of the district he's running, if we just try them and see all what he's been doing in the past with President he will have. Studio guest, don't give up, all be with you, and we'll break all for you so that where we are working with District 2 and one Vacante will break all for you. So thank you.
Thank you ever so much. Right here on the Super Morning Show. More of your calls 0880-514-096, 0880-514-096 or 0770-879-263, 0880-514-096. Good morning. Can you lower the receiver, please? Kindly lower your receiver, please. What is your name? What is your name, please?
Thank you. This is the voice of Albert Brooklyn.
Is that Arthur Brooklyn?
Albert Brooklyn.
Oh, Adam Brooklyn. Okay, let's hear you.
Albert
Oh,
Brooklyn.
Albert.
Also known as Will.
Okay, Albert Brooklyn. Let's hear you, please.
Thank you. And I join you from the electoral district number 12, around the Ballonsville junction. I listened to the studio guest, Brother Prince Crippler, who one time contested the district number 12 was defeated massively. And I said deception. Prince Crippler has no history in district number 12. That's the reason why this young man is very desperate to go at the legislature. We have told our people, and the best authorities in district number 12 is Robert Cable. But Prince Crippler is going around the district.
I'm afraid I didn't cut him off. He went off. Sorry. Albert Brooklyn. If you're listening, you can recall in the process. Let's go to this line and talk to this caller. A very good morning. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Super Morning Show.
Good morning, good morning. This is Christian to calling you from Grand Crew County, Watakan to be specific.
Okay, Christian, too. Let's hear you.
Okay, I've called to appreciate the guy in studio there. There is kind of thing that he explained, that he do explain to the citizens of Labrador this morning. There are things that we need to follow, and there are people to follow. I think it's a district that he come from electing. They will not be doing bad to their citizens. They will not be doing wrong. They will do good to themselves. Thank you, and thank God for it this morning.
What did he talk about that you said is good?
The guy they talk about sanitation, the issue of sanitation. If people follow sanitation, I think their neighborhood or their land, their county, their district will be at least on top of things.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you ever so much. Right here on 99.9. This is the Super Morning Show. Another caller. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. Please go ahead. Let's hear you.
I'm Harrison Tikeraman calling from Kesari Budoga community.
Harrison, let's hear you.
Yeah. So as far as Honorable Principal Black, I just want to say, this coming 2023, I carry you. We have seen the work we have done in District 12, and also not just for District 12, but we are seeing that you have love for the student populace. So we believe that this coming 23, we will surely put you there at God's power. You will be our next representative. So we pray to God until come 2023, we will carry you. Thank you.
Thank you ever so much. Another caller here. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Let's hear your name.
Aaron McGill.
Okay. Aaron McGill, let's hear you. Good morning. Not good for me. Let's talk to another caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Yiga, and good morning to the consumer lecturer.
Good morning. What is your name?
My name is Ibrahim Political Majusitu, and I call from the headquarters of the Veterans Bureau and the most to government Avenue this morning.
Good to have you on the line. Let's hear you, AB.
Let me appreciate the student guys to be considered of district number 12, Montreal County. You know, we all have the constitutional right to exercise our political rights to by contesting the people who have the constitutional right also to make the rest of the decision to let the Canada. As one person, let me keep it on the appreciative for being so focused through advocating and advocating of collective matter like Brent today we have the Watch Commission. I wish him well because all that was contesting or contesting, but I want to all the people of district number 12, we should elect somebody on the basis of deliverable, not on the basis of giving you and out. But after election, when you give people after election, the votes not being accepted. So I wish him well. Thank you for the opportunity to develop positive mindset. Give me my library develop, please.
Setu, thank you ever so much for calling into the program. Right here on the Super Morning Show, we can take more of your calls, and then later on, Mr. Prince Crippler will respond to the different concerns coming into the program. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
My name is Levi Sandy. I'm calling from Shiny.
Okay, Levi, let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm a resident of Chicken Factory.
Let's hear you, Levi. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I want to tell please thank you for the declaration. And we want to see our community on some beach going to the Saturday who got one water in our community who brought the before waiting for it to think that we are basic sign.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you ever so much. Right here, let's talk to another caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
All right. I'm thank you.
Okay, that's good that you are up this morning. Yes, welcome. Let's hear your name, please, and go ahead.
Yeah, I know. I'm Joseph. I call up calling for you to chat.
Okay, you want to lower the volume of the radio?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you ever so much. Let's hear you, please.
Yeah, man. I was mad that you were there. I really want to appreciate it. That guy is a hard-working man. He's doing well in the community. So, after the coming election, we'll really carry him. See that other man that be here, man. Jackie.
No. He's entitled to his opinion. Sorry.
Okay. The
Okay.
honorable.
Okay.
Okay, the honorable. So I don't want to talk anything against you.
Okay.
But we need somebody that will be able to work for the people. And I can see he know me. He even know my son. He might get back up.
Okay.
Work along with him. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Thank you. We can take our most of 3 calls right here this morning and hear from Mr. Prince Crippler. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's hear your name, please.
James Gwana from Pine.
Okay, James. Let's hear you.
Now, thank you so much. I mean, for your studio guest this morning. These are people within this country, those who are involved for their own people within the environment. I mean, your studio guest seems to be a kind guy, and I believe that the people will see that particular to really look at applications and what he has done for them. Help him and send to that representative post. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you ever so much. So we'll take another caller from this line. Good morning.
Good morning, you guys. Good morning, the studio guys. And good morning to listeners that listen to the show.
Good morning.
I'm Thomas Crippler, and I'm calling from district number 12, the city of Swaka Alley.
Are you a relative to Mr. Prince Crippler?
I don't have to be very good, but we'll follow the district.
Oh, I'm asking. I thought you said your name is Crippler, so I'm asking whether you are a relative of.
Certainly.
Oh, okay. Please go ahead. Let's hear you.
Okay. I want to firstly appreciate your studio guys for spending time. You are following through the youth district or developmental work is someone who has always been in the interest of the people of the city. Well, after 2017, we've been working, ensuring that, students, youth, market women, interest are both we are following and we want to say to him that comes 2023, we will voting overwhelmingly. Yes, but all in all circumstances, we're voting because he has always been there for us in the beginning of talk. Thank you.
Thank you ever so much. So we'll take another caller from this line. Let's complete our call section, and then when we're through, Mr. Crippler will respond. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to the and resident of number 12, particularly students over at the community.
Okay.
I'm trying to conversation from the back.
Let's hear. No problem. Let's hear you, Thomas.
To represent the problem aspect in a district, I think it's comprehensive. I want to see the time go and on behalf of the young people in this number 2 and there's so much out of my job position who is going through that over the last year, what they do on a district. I want to say thank you for the opportunity I believe for people to travel and visit this number 12. Say for example, I'm taking an example. I'm from Europe, particularly Poland. I went there for a comprehensive international training for development management and development program project. That particular opportunity came to my doorstep. Well, I mean, people done. It was clearly in there, but on a now I'm practicing something. That's not added value to one people in Germany. So on a paper, I know everything that is good. It is very tiring to mentor in such adventures, but I want to urge you. There's a value added at the end of the day, and when it's on the key, there's only one way, and that way brings that class. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's conclude our call section right here. Okay, so we want to conclude, but let's take this caller who's coming in already. Good morning. Good morning. Your line is terrible for me. Can you lower the receiver? Good morning. Your line is distorted. Can you lower the radio? Okay, let's hear you, please.
Well, my name is Daniel Pierre, calling from Partnersville.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yes, he's not eating right now. The thing you go right now, where election stand right now. But you see, what I want to give you over here is that the election was not around. We called this honorable to our program. We made up for it in our program. She was election officer. He said he was coming. He
Is
said
there
election.
is there personal stuff you want to talk? You want to talk that outside of the radio? We have a focus on the discussion.
No, so there is
So we didn't bring the program sheet. We didn't bring about a program sheet issue here. Sorry. I think we have to be issue based and not having some other personal conversation. Okay, thank you, David, so much for the understanding. As you maybe we didn't talk about that, and so I don't want us to go that way. If there are personal issues when Mr. Kriplite is in your district or so, then you can raise those issues. But we're talking about issues in general right here. And so, Mr. Kriplite, you listen to a couple of concerns coming in from the public. I want to start off first. I know I will talk about your impression about the calls coming in. But one way to start is to ask you whether you're deterred by some of the conversations coming from your rivals.
No, I am not. I am aware of the fact that when you are in any contestation and you are in the front, all of the armories, I mean, the attacks, and will be directed to you because everybody want to be in the seat you are. So I'm aware of that. So I'm not deterred. In fact, I get more firing. I get more excited. I get more energized when people direct all of their their attention to me, and that's why my competitors are doing. And they are aware of the fact that the people of District 12 have seen us or are looking at us as the next in line. And so they think they can distract the people of District 12. I can guarantee you that they are going nowhere. Uh, um, there are two people that call here, I know their name, that wanted to be a little bit offensive. They are stooges and surrogates of my competitors, so I'm not moved by them. Some of them attacked me when I was doing their community bridge. You can imagine that you go to construct a bridge for somebody community because they're supporting somebody, they can't attack you. The other young man I called, that's the kind of person he is. I know him personally. And even if he was not supporting me or he's not supporting me, you can't attack me because I'm building bridge for your community. That is, it doesn't look or sound well. So I'm not moved by that. I'm focused on, I mean, keep doing the best I can do to affect the livelihood of the people of District 12. I believe that for as long as I continue to affect
Okay.
the lives of our people, that's the most important thing, for me, because service to people, public service is to affect people's lives in a way that they can experience growth. That's why public service is all about, and that's why I want to focus myself, too. I'm happy that the good number of the callers called to compliment our effort to appreciate us for what we've been doing, and this has only increased, our resolve to keep doing our best, for our people, so that the livelihood of our people can be improved. Uh, those who criticize us, we still welcome their criticism because we believe that their criticism will strengthen us, to do more so that we don't get relaxed. I like the critical views too because it will help me to be more stronger. So I will appreciate that they put themselves together very well, so that every time I go to the radio, they can come and strengthen me more. As I'm going back now, those few words that they spill all year, even if they are lies, I will use them to continue to impact the livelihood of the people of District Number 12 more.
Mr. Kripla, before I take leave of you, I want to know your political affiliation for the elections.
So I'm a member of the ruling CDC. I'm hoping that I will be able to participate in the elections on the ticket of the ruling CDC. But usually my intervention in the district, if you go to the district, my support base is a rainbow.
Okay.
I mean, I got support from all of the political parties. In fact, in the ranks and file of my movement, you find people from diverse political background. The support that I provide to residents of the district, I provide those support on account of being a resident of the district, insofar as I will do as much as I can to support my party, but I am intervening in the district not on the basis of party affiliation. I believe as national leaders, we should govern and deliver services on the basis of the need to do it, not on the basis of discrimination and tribalism and so forth. I don't do that. So before I became member of CDC, I was a resident of District 12. Before I became sedition, I was a Liberian, and I am still a Liberian. So all of my work I'm going to do is going to be on account of being a Liberian, and on account of being a resident of District 12. I will touch the lives of every District 12 residents.
Thank you ever so much for coming this morning.
It's a pleasure, and I want to thank you so much, Yeager, and your colleagues for the opportunity that it's given me to come here and to speak to my people in District 12 and other Liberians. I want to thank those Liberians that are in other parts of Liberia that follow the good work I do and compliment me for that. I want to thank them so much, and what they've done will only but strengthen my resolve to continue to do more for not just the people of District 12, but for Liberia, because I work in a national capacity as well that is helping me to contribute to people across the country. Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
And we look forward to having you here as often as possible.
Certainly, I will always be available. Thank you.
Mr. Prince Kripla is a resident of District 12, Montserrat County, and he has said he is an aspirant in the 2023 presidential and legislative elections. You are listening to the Super Morning Show. Very shortly, I'll go to the line and talk with Deputy Minister Bwaka Fofana right here on the Super Morning Show. But before that interview, let's take this piece. I'll be right back.